Hi, I'm John Hazzard, and you're watching I Love Food, and I spell food F-U-D-E. Fun, unique dining experiences. Today, I'm having lunch in the restaurant at the Atlantis Hotel in Tent Bay, St. Joseph.
This house is over 300 years, built in the early 1660s by an Irish rancher named Matthew Chapman.
We've been coming here for nearly 30 years now because this place has a lot to offer.
They documented what they sold and what on the sugar plantation.
One of my favorite things is the history and how it's been kept.
Hi, we're Rum and Coke.
And we want you to know that all of us play a part in tourism.
I am 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 tourism.
And I am tourism.
Tourism is our business.
Let's all play a part.
A message from the Barbados Tourism Product Authority.
Moving forward together.
For me, having lunch at the Atlantis Hotel restaurant here in Tent Bay, St. Joseph is a different experience from the west or south coast of Barbados. I get to come out here to the east coast where it's really tranquil, really quiet, have the wonderful ocean right next to me, hear the waves ebbing. It's a phenomenal experience. So I'm looking forward to my lunch at the Atlantis restaurant here in the hotel at Tent Bay, St. Joseph. So I have my split pea and ham soup here at the Atlantis restaurant in the Atlantis Hotel. And I can see some nice big chunks of ham. And I love ham. It's Christmas time in Barbados. And ham is one of the things I truly enjoy. So let's just try this lovely soup. Delicious. Really, really creamy, smooth. And it's a yellow split pea soup. I love a yellow split pea soup. Oh, it's delicious. It's really, really delicious. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my lunch here at the hotel. Oh, I see we have a beetroot goat cheese salad. Let's try that, a bit of that. This one is a Greek salad. Not particularly Bajan, but I like Greek salad. I like the Kalamata olives and the feta cheese. So I like that kind of taste. What's Bajan is a nice coleslaw. So I'm gonna have a bit of this. I love coleslaw. This seems to have a bit of red cabbage inside of it as well. Then we have a pasta salad. Let's try that as well too. A bit of pasta salad. And of course, we have some bojao. I love bojao. I had it recently the other day actually. Have a bit of that. And of course we have our tossed salad with a bit of tartar sauce. I'm going to pass that one. I'm going to put a little tartar sauce for the fish when we get the fish. Let's see what's over here on the hotline. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm not too bad at all, thanks. Okay. Can I try a bit of your Atlantis pepper pot? That looks delicious. Just a small piece is good. Well, that piece here was not bad actually. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. And sweet and sour chicken. All right, I have a thigh. This one right here looks good. Yeah, that looks lovely. Sweet and sour chicken. Oh, flying fish. I can't miss flying fish. Stuffed. It's stuffed with cream cheese and spinach. Yeah, I'll have one of those. Thank you. It looks delicious. Oh, the plate is already full. and I just got small pieces on it. Let's have a little breadfruit gratin. That sounds fantastic. I love breadfruit. It's so versatile. A small amount of that Parmesan. Wow, this is an amazing experience right now. I can't pass upon sweet potato pie. just a small half of that actually, and a piece of the pineapple is good. Oh wow, that's lovely. Plantain, I love plantain. Maple brandy glaze plantain. Maple brandy glaze. Just 2 pieces is good. Thank you very much. And of course we can't pass on macaroni pie. Just a small, just that little piece in the corner is good. Maybe half of that would be. Yeah, that's good, with the crust. You gotta have the crust. Sure, definitely. And a little bit of rice and peas. That's pigeon peas you have in there? Yep. Okay. That's good. Thank you very much. And I'll have a pumpkin fritter. Camissos. Thank you very much. I think that's it. Any gravy? Or okay. Just a bit of that gravy on the rice is good. Just a tidbit more. You put some on the macaroni pie as well. You've got to have the gravy. It's what we need to have. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Okay. I'm going to head back to my table now, and I'm going to have to come back to the curry station because I'm already full. Let's just try the curry first. Okay. We've got a bit of roast pork. That looks delicious. So I'm going to try some of that roast pork. Just a small slice. But that's good. That looks tasty.
And you also serve it with applesauce, sir?
Applesauce?
That is right.
Have some of that as well.
And we also have some fresh barracuda.
I would like to have a piece of barracuda, please, if possible. That looks delicious.
Serve it with lemon zest butter sauce.
Which is right here. Thank you very much. Let's try that. Wow, this all looks amazing. So I'm going to go back and try this meal at a table. And let's see what it's all about. Okay, so I got a tremendous meal in front of me. You know, it always baffles me in Barbados when the food is so flavorful that they put salt and pepper on the table when we don't need it. So I'm going to put that on one side. Definitely don't need that salt and pepper. But I got some good stuff going on here. First of all, I got a golden apple juice right here, which is one of the things I love in Barbados. And now let's try this. It's actually golden apple and ginger. I can taste the ginger. But it's pretty much a fruit we have here in Barbados called golden apples. And we pretty much peel it. I tend to, not peel it, I tend to cut into chunks and juice it and add some sugar to it, some ginger. And it's a phenomenal drink. And then we have this tremendous meal here. We have here some breadfruit, which looks really good. I love breadfruit. Plantain. I love fried plantain. And it's quite interesting. It's like a banana, but it's fried. And this one just looks fried. I don't think it's kind of coated with anything. Let's just try this plantain. Really nice. Sweet. It's not overripe. Very tasty. And of course, from a boy, I always loved flying fish. And the flying fish here is actually a stuffed flying fish, and it's deep fried. Now let's just try this. I kind of dipped in a bit of the sauce, the gravy. That's really tasty. Really. Look at that. Really tasty. So it's not flat like a normal flying fish is. It's rolled, then it's deep fried. And of course, oh look, it's coming at me, pumpkin fritter. I love pumpkin fritters. Made from fresh pumpkin. And let's just try this. Oh, I can taste the spices inside, like cinnamon, nutmeg. I can taste some allspice. Definitely vanilla essence inside there as well. It's very tasty. And of course, they gave me some pork. And here's, in Barbados we like to use Bajan seasoning. And as you can see, I have some Bajan seasoning right here. So I'm gonna just pop this into my mouth, and that really seasons the pork really well. This looks like a pork leg, which is what I saw. That's lovely. And of course, sweet potato pie. And I must have it with the pineapple on top of it. Everything here is delicious. Let's try the fresh barracuda. I too love this here. And I think I'd taken some tartar sauce when I first got my meal. And I think that tartar sauce is, I can't seem to find it now. Anyhow, let's try this here. That barracuda is soft, it's moist, it's succulent, it's well seasoned, and it really pairs well with the lemon butter sauce as well. And of course, in Barbados we have to have our macaroni pie. It's the best in the world. And they have to have macaroni pie as well too, with the crust. So let's try this one with the crust. That's what you call a true phenomenal meal. I took a pepper pot, which is a traditional Ghanaian dish with kasri, and I want to try this pepper pot because this looks really delicious. Let's just get a piece of this pepper pot here. Here we go. That is tasty. I would have to say, oh, sweet and sour chicken. So much to talk about. Let's try this. Sweet, sour, nice texture. It's lovely. All in all, I would have to say that this is a delicious meal here at the Atlantis restaurant in the hotel here in Tembe, St. Joseph. And I highly recommend it to you. Wow, I'm stuffed. That was an amazing Sunday lunch, and I hope I have room for desserts. So I'm going to go ahead and just try the desserts and see what's on this table. Here we have bread pudding. Oh, that looks delicious. And we have a nutty peach jar. We have a fresh fruit platter. This one here is some mini, looks like cheesecake. Vanilla caramel Swiss roll. And we have chocolate peppermint cupcakes. All right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and try the bread pudding because that looks delicious. And let's try that bread pudding. Oh, look at that. All moist and soft. Looks really, really delicious. Let's just try a bit of that right on here. I'll tell you a secret. I love bread pudding. I mean, I love bread pudding. It's like something I truly enjoy. So let's just try this. That's great. I'm going to cover that over. And we have a chocolate sauce. We also have a vanilla sauce. I love a vanilla sauce. How about I do half chocolate, half vanilla? So I have some vanilla sauce there, and we do some chocolate sauce here. Wow, look at that chocolate. Yummy. And we are going to try this. Lovely. Let's just try this. This looks absolutely delicious. This is what you call a food experience. That's delicious. Soft, moist. I can taste a bit of rum in the sauce. The cinnamon, it's lovely. I want to try it as well with the rum sauce. Let's just try that. It's lovely, but I love bread pudding with a vanilla sauce. So, for all in all, it's a phenomenal dining experience. What I want to do now, I want to go and talk with Javon and find out about the Atlantis Hotel, talk with the restaurant, because this is what you call an amazing food experience.
The 2017 sugar and rum season took Barbados by storm, attracting scores of locals and visitors to a number of unique culinary, historical, and educational events.
This cannon dates back to the year 1600, and it is the only one known to exist in the world.
This house is over 300 years, built in the early 1660s by an Irishman named Matthew Chapman.
Over about 50 different rums have been made here in total. Rum was invented in Barbados, Foursquare being the best.
We're going to prepare a real Bajan flavored menu. So everything we do today will be sugar or rum or sugar and rum influenced.
And if you have different colors of chocolate, like you can have some white chocolate here, some milk chocolate, you can just drizzle.
A gallon of molasses gave you a gallon of rum. Some of the local producers can tell me what the ratio is today, but I think that's a fairly fantastic ratio.
It's nice to watch the different elements that go in to make these lovely cocktails, and they are really nice.
Give it a good shake.
After all this work, do I get to drink this?
Sure.
Okay.
If Christmas had a taste, it would taste like Falernum.
Cheers! The 2018 season promises to be bigger and better. Be a part of this exciting season, which brings Barbados to life through the stories and experiences of sugar and rum.
Well, I'm here with Javon Griffith, General Manager of the Atlantis Hotel and Restaurant. And Javon, that was a phenomenal lunch I just had. I want to say thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I mean, everything local, the breadfruit, sweet potato pie, flying fish, plantain. I mean, as I talk about it, I just can eat some more. It was lovely. The bread pudding was to die for.
Yeah, the bread
amazing, amazing, amazing. I mean, I love what you're doing here at the Atlantis Hotel and Restaurant. Could you tell me a bit about the Atlantis Hotel and the restaurant here?
Right, so the Atlantis Hotel has been one of Barbados' most historic properties for the last couple decades, dating back to the early 1900s. Our most famous past proprietor, her name was Edith Maxwell, and she really set a very high benchmark for local cuisine on this island, and it's a tradition that we are trying our best to uphold. Whenever persons call to make reservations, they always ask, are they pumpkin fritters? My response is always yes. Okay. We would never take those off of our buffet. So after Edith Maxwell, the property was sold to Sir Richard Haynes, and after him, the current owners, Andrew and Patricia Warden, of the famous Fish Bar restaurant, they bought it over in December 2008, fully renovated the hotel and restaurant, and it reopened to what it is today in December 2009.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can see it's a very busy restaurant. What are your hours of operation here on a Sunday and throughout the course of the week?
So in general, we serve breakfast each morning from 8 till 10. Lunch service runs from 12 until 3:30 p.m. and our famous buffet lunch can be had on Wednesdays and Sundays from 12 to 3:30. The other days of the week, lunch is a la carte.
Okay.
Dinner in the evenings is served from 5 until 7:30 p.m. and dinner is only served on Sundays in the winter season. So between April and November, we're closed on Sunday nights.
So Javon, can you tell me a bit of the history of the Atlantis Hotel?
Right, so the Atlantis served as a railway station for many years.
Really?
When Barbados had its own railway network. As you come into the entrance to the hotel, the first thing that you see is a big sign saying the Atlantis Railway Station, because that is what we used to be.
Oh right,
we even have a chart on the inside that shows what the cost of train journeys were from point A to point B back in those days, and it was just a couple of cents to travel a few miles. So that train service ended back in 1936, and over the last 6 to 7 decades, we've watched the slow erosion of the coastline here in Barbados, and now the last remains of the rail tracks are practically non-existent.
Yeah, because if we heard in Mansion, we actually had trains in Barbados.
In Barbados, yeah, we did. So we are very thankful for the artists that would have contributed photographs which we have throughout the hotel, showing what this train service looked like. As you go, even upstairs in our lobby area, we have several photos dating back into the 1920s and 1930s, showing the train as it passed right through Barbados and stopping here outside the artists.
Okay.
So it actually puts it into perspective. You get a very good idea of what it was like back in those days.
Interesting. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. I would love to have train service back in Barbados, especially with all the traffic we have now. Yeah, well, I mean, at least one person is making an effort in that regard. The owners at St. Nicholas Abbey, they are adding a train set to the Abbey, which should become fully operational November 2018. Okay, really? Yeah. So that is something that we all in the tourism industry are looking forward to, because it will add to a very unique attraction we already have. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, but I have to say I really enjoyed myself here today. It's really been a phenomenal experience, and I'm definitely looking forward to coming back here at the... Yeah, we would welcome you back. Yeah, thank you. All so right. It's nice again. Thank you so much again. Nice to meet you as well, yeah? Same here as well. All right.
Hi, we're Rum and Coke.
And we want you to know that all of us play a part in tourism.
I am tourism.
I am tourism.
I am tourism.
I am tourism. I am tourism.
I am tourism.
I am tourism. And I am tourism.
Tourism is our business.
Let's all play a part.
A message from the Barbados Tourism Product Authority.
Moving forward together.
The title, as you've heard, is Sugar and Rum and the Tale of Two Colonies. And the two colonies are my beloved Barbados and the Carolinas. Now, the history of rum begins, of course, with the history of sugar.
When sugar was introduced to Barbados in the 1640s, it was very bitter with its history of slavery and sweet with its history of profits to the island. Do you know that when George Washington was being inducted as first president of the United States of America, everybody raised their glass and said, "Here's to President Washington." They washed down the toast with good old Barbados rum.
Rum was commonplace, being distilled everywhere and perhaps producing lots of rambunctious behavior. Whether it's rum or sugar, drink responsibly and eat responsibly.
Well, I had a really lovely afternoon when I visited the restaurant at the Atlantis Hotel. A few things stood out for me really. The soup I had at the very beginning, the split pea soup with the ham, was really lovely. I really enjoyed it tremendously. I had a really nice dessert, which was the bread pudding with the rum sauce. That was really, really exquisite and excellent, moist, tasty, delicious. And not to mention that barracuda that was on the carving station. I think of that often, and I can go back there right now at the Atlantis and just partake of that beautiful barracuda. And I really enjoyed their pepper pot. I mean, whoever made that pepper pot, they have to be a Guyanese. It was really a lovely afternoon, and of course the ambiance of the place, the fresh air, the breeze. It was a truly wonderful afternoon, and I highly recommend anybody to visit the restaurant at the Atlantis Hotel in St. Joseph. You will not regret your dining experience. You definitely will have what's called a fun, unique dining experience, a food moment. Well, I'm John Hazzard, and you've been watching I Love Food. See you next time.